can reverse. It's funny to watch. What a load of nonsense. What do you think, Walter? This gets covered in shit. What's happening, folks? Drew Tube back again today. Today we're putting out some heifers, and I'm meant to be at Slurry, but putting these heifers out that are with the bull, and then giving the bull a new batch of heifers at some point. But aye, that's what we're up to. The shed's still going up, one full roof's nearly done. They're just sorting the ridging. Yeah, it's looking very different round here now. Straight up, straight up! So they're going out to silage ground that we've just fenced off because we're not doing another cut and the grass is growing, so might as well use it. They'll all pretty much be in calf, I'm pretty 100% sure. So the bull's going to get another lot shortly when we bring them home. Yeah, this is the progress. Full roof pretty much is done on this side. They've covered this end, 2 doors, concrete panels in. I don't think we're going to worry too much about the ventilation. We've got an open ridge by the looks of it. I didn't know this is what we were getting. Unless something else gets added to the top that I don't know about yet. We'll see. There was one right stubborn one that just wouldn't go on there. But his mum said, I think it's not been out all summer, so it's never really been on the float. We needed to have got a gate behind it, shoved it round and get her on, but oh well. I think Dad seemed to think our foot was needing done, so we'll need to get her round to the crush here. So this is what I'm up to. I'm putting out some slurry here and there, just where I can. And I've moved one of the slow escape valves onto the side of the tanker, so I'm now driving into the shed here rather than reversing up to it and loading off here. And the main reason for that is, well, it's not because I'm lazy and don't want to reverse, it's because this gets covered in shite. So every time you get in and out it's far cleaner over here, so that's what I want. This is the amount of slurry that we've got left, so I'm just tankering it out. And the tower's open, so if you can see it from here, the bottom ring of the tower is level with the top of the slats, so what you see in here is how much slurry is in the tower as well, which is annoying because it doesn't really run out very well, but it is what it is. We would have needed quite a few 1,000 tonne of rock to lift the tower right up to another ring in height, but it is what it is. We'll just need to work away with what we've got. Got Walter with me. I had to leave him in here because of dealing with cattle. Wasn't really wanting him to get involved. Having a bit of bother with going out with the tanker and whatnot at the moment because there's a road shut. And it all seems to be diverted round onto this road. Or I don't even know if it's diverted, but folk are using this road, and it's been a bit of a nightmare. Folk meeting in hellish bits because it's a single track road and folk meeting in the middle, and nobody these days can reverse. They meet each other and it's an absolute clatter. quite funny actually, but it's not when you're the one involved. I usually try and reverse out the way, but when they've got a tanker on, it's up to them, and then I just laugh when they can't reverse, but you end up getting stuck for a while, which is absolute hell, but that's what it is. I don't know how folk get their licences these days. Must get them in cereal boxes sometimes. Like with the milk tanker broke down last night. I don't think it was a big problem. I think it was, well, it's quite a major problem. I think it was something to do with the wheel nuts on the, no, the wheel just turning, wasn't tightening up. So the boy that came out last night to help fix it, they got stuck on the way here because a car, well, he said the car didn't pull in, and then he ended up in the ditch. So he got pulled out, and eventually sorted the milk tanker out, and that was that. But that's it's just an example of some of the stuff that goes on here on the road. You can see this field next door there. It is still being grazed with young calves. They get a bit of cake out in the field, keep them going. We've still got quite a lot out, to be fair. It's getting to that time of year where we bring cattle home from rented ground and we throw them out onto the silage fields. So we'll be doing a bit of fencing, try and keep everything in. Dad's will be up with Mum with that load of heifers, and then we'll bring home cattle in the next week, I think, and fling them out around about the farm and keep them out for as long as we can, because at the moment there's still plenty of grass there, and you can especially see it where the slurry's been spread. So if we can keep them out and not feed them, it's a lot less work on our part.
Accordions and
Still got some of these young ones in. Not sure what Dad's plans are, but we were getting them up to the point that we could put them to the market, so they're now getting a little bit bigger, so I don't know whether or not he'll be considering it soon. But they're on a diet of silage and barley just to get them up. The main lot's now on first cut again after being on third cut, and keeping them going anyway. Not as good as we hoped, but just one of the things, you can only try. The cows are milking away okay, but could always do a bit more, especially when we've got a shed like that to pay for. Not even paid for any internals yet. What do you think we should put in it? Is there any recommendations on cubicles or mattresses, or has anyone got any ideas for slats or tanks? Just worth a shout. If anyone could give me a few ideas in the comments down below, that would be ideal, thank you. I must say it's glorious watching the traffic go all wrong when I'm actually in the field. That was 4 cars jammed up there, one reversing all the way back up the road to the farm out the way, the other one pulled itself into the side and let the other cars pass. It's funny to watch. So this is where I'm spreading. No, it's not. This is the way I'm getting through to this is the dry cow field down the bottom that no dry cows are in because there was a major lack of grass, but grass is coming again now. Seems the weather's really annoying me. It's cooler, it's drier, the grass seems to be growing. Anywhere that's had slurry is growing, so we're gonna maybe try and throw something in here just to make use of it, because it'll be a waste not to use it. So I'm driving about with the dribble bar just to push it on a bit more, make use of it a bit longer, because anywhere that has had slurry you can really see it in the silage fields anyway. If I can get more grass in here and keep some stock in here for a bit longer before we need to feed them, some winter feeding, that would be lovely. What do you think, Walter? Nah, you don't really care, do you? This all used to be one field. Dad fenced this bottom bit off because it wasn't great for the chopper. I remember him combining it one year as well. We've not done this bit for years for silage or barley. It just gets too steep down there, then there's a big wet bit, you can see the rashy bit down there, and then when it gets really heavy rainfall it runs right through the ground. So when it's in barley it's not great, when it's in silage you can't use the full field for silage because of the wet bit. It's just the way it is down there. That's in a right dip, so the drains aren't the best, so we'll need to try and sort that at some point. Dig it nice and shallow and make it get to the burn easier. Why the heck is there some horses in the stubble down there? Somebody's running riot in the neighbour's field. I don't know if they're meant to be doing that, but hey ho, not my problem, not my field. Maybe need to ask them about that. I'll maybe message the boy there now. Probably know about it, to be fair, but if they don't, being a good neighbour. Hey Walter, what are you saying to you? So I did have somebody asking me in the comments a wee while back what I thought of the dribble bars and whether or not we thought it was giving a better return and whatnot, and the honest answer is I don't think there's any difference in the amount of silage and whatnot we get from it. I honestly don't think there is any difference. The splash plate, but the likes of this, I don't mind spreading it with a dribble bar for this because you can put cattle in straight away, they can eat around about it, you know, so for likes of doing that, perfect. And the cattle and whatnot will rub through this slurry and spread it about a bit better than when you spread it on silage fields and leave it to make it grow and you kill the grass. No, not a fan of that at all. All these rules and regulations, man. And then the splash it system, that looks great, but I'm pretty sure they're illegal in the UK because it's classed as a splash plate on a dribble bar. What a load of nonsense. I'll need to look that up, but that's what I heard. I hope it's a load of nonsense because it is a fucking load of nonsense as far as I'm concerned, because it's not vaporising it when it's coming out. When you spread with the splash plate, it comes out, forcing out and vaporises it. It's just trickling out these bars and it's not vaporising, but these lines are not ideal for slurry kill, especially if it's thicker like it is at the moment. But here we are. Anyway guys, that's my rant for the day. Hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. A bit random, a bit of mix of everything here and there and that. So aye, cheers guys, we'll see you all next time I suppose.